All right, guys. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get right into it, man. We're just gonna jump head first. We're gonna go right in like we're finna dive in the pool on this one. First of all, before we get started, you already know what to do. Smash that like and that subscribe button. And if you like what you see at the end of the video, guys, make sure you click that notification bell, man. So let's jump right into it, man. Well, it seems that Uncle Phil has clapped back at Sony. Basically over the whole, feud, arguing and back and forth. This is going to be bad for PlayStation. People are not going to buy consoles because of this. They're going to switch over to PC and Xbox, and it's just going to be like this big uproar on why Call of Duty may or could possibly leave PlayStation, PS5, PS4. They don't know if they're going to get a Modern Warfare 3 or a Warzone or a Warzone 3. We don't know where the future lies, in between PlayStation and Xbox. Uncle Phil has been trying to play it real nice with Uncle Jim, but Uncle Jim don't really want to play nice. They want to cross the borders on us and backdoor. It's crazy. It's really crazy how far this is really going. It's just super entertaining to me right now. It's just crazy. To knock Sony off, Xbox really have just been really tired of everybody saying, Xbox got no games. We're tired of Halo, Gears, and Forza. Okay, they've been protesting for about 10-15 years, and they're mad. They was upset. So Uncle Phil say, okay, bring out the checkbook, back up the trucks. We're gonna drop 70 billion. We're gonna drop 70 billion. We're gonna buy the biggest. Man, I remember the day when I woke up and the news headlines was like, Microsoft, Xbox just bought Activision, Call of Duty, and more for $70 billion. Man, I was like, wait a minute, this is a joke. I thought it was like April Fools or something. I'm like, man, 70 billion. This is the biggest acquired. No one in history have ever dropped this type of bag. Man, this thing's got this type of bag got to go through all kind of checkouts and deposits and cashing out. I mean, this is huge, man. So PlayStation don't like it. They're thinking that they're just gonna take Call of Duty and run. That's pretty much what all this is boiling down to. And Sony's a little snitch, man. They got the lawyers out there, man. I'm talking about it's been real in these streets out here, man. I'm talking about it's been crazy. So from what I'm hearing is Sony was kind of complaining about this could be a monopoly. Now, in order to be a monopoly, from what I heard, word on the street through the grapevine that you have to at least have own X amount of market share, or you just completely just demolishing the competition by like 80 to 85% of everything. I mean, pretty much that means no other game creators can really make nothing. Everybody is just starving out here. So okay, for to call it a monopoly, you're gonna have to, man. Microsoft would have to buy Nintendo. They would have to buy all the subscription services out here, like Stadias of the world and everything. They would have to buy everything. They're gonna try to get a Netflix deal done, for what I'm hearing, and I'm thinking they're gonna start putting. First of all, Game Pass is starting to come out on Samsung TVs, and I think maybe LG too. I seen it already. That's already in the works. That's in the place. So that's something else that's scaring Sony. I'm not talking about PlayStation as a brand. I love PlayStation. I'm a huge PlayStation fan too. I love what they do, but I don't like the way Sony does it. See, they own PlayStation, so you have to listen to your boss. So it's not me coming at PlayStation. I'm talking about the head people in charge, the CEOs, the managers, the one that has the right to say, we're going to just make remakes this whole entire PlayStation 5 generation. So you have to listen to your boss. Speaking of remakes, if this is gonna hurt Sony so bad, right? I'm not talking about the creators, the actual PlayStation. They own PlayStation. I'm not talking about the people that make it. This is directed towards the bosses, the person that owns PlayStation, that's kind of controlling everything. If Sony is hurting so bad, how do you go out and buy Bungie for about $7 billion? You drop like $7 billion on the table. You're probably gonna drop another 3 to 7. Was it $7 billion or $3 billion? It was one of them. It was somewhere in between that for Bungie. Now they're going to try to buy Square Enix so they can really lock down, make all the new Final Fantasies exclusive to PlayStation. Another backdoor deal they're trying to do. So we have to understand Sony wants to stay on top. It's a business. I get it. Xbox is trying to compete. I get it. We're competitors. You play for that team, I play for this team. Simple as that. It's ABC. It's not rocket science. We already know they're competing. We get that part. The part that's getting me is how they're going to Brazil and all these other, judges and trying to get them to stop the deal. You got people writing the president. You got people sending in all these crazy threats on people. They're sending nudies to force game, release dates, fans. I mean, it's just it's getting to the point where people are thirsty for content, and this is not helping. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're thirsty for games to be released. They're thirsty for, why are we only getting, if we know we were going into this generation 5 years ago, because Xbox was already working on Starfield. Clearly they already knew about 5-6 years ago we were coming into this generation. Okay, Series X, the Xbox Series X and S, right? Okay, boom. We already know we were coming into this generation. All right, cool. Why didn't PlayStation already be working on a first-person shooter game, a multiplayer shooting game? Is like a new Killzone to come out, so you already know eventually Call of Duty, somebody was going to come out and try to compete with Call of Duty eventually. So because you do have Fortnite's of the world, like they bought Destiny, Bungie, so many more shooters. I can't even Battlefields of the world. It's so many more shooters out there that can compete, but they're not. Of course, they're not better than Call of Duty to me. I mean, it's a lot of people that don't like Call of Duty due to all the backlash and all the issues, but it's just so much is going on. See, this is the problem that I'm having, because it's like every day is something. It's like it's never going to stop. It's like we're going to console war to the end. They're arguing about you're a monopoly. You're trying to basically be the king of gaming, and there's never really been anyone to really put Sony in their place. They always really been on this real high pedestal. You know what I'm saying? With the PlayStation been pretty much carrying their company. So if PlayStation dies down and everybody comes over to Microsoft, Sony really don't have too much more leverage. I mean, not with movies are okay, selling little tech products here and there, but the PlayStation is the gold mine. You get what I'm saying? That right there is that treasure. So if they're not, if PlayStation is not hot, okay, everyone hyped up the PlayStation, right? The PlayStation was so great, it's still selling good. You can't really find them. What is the problem with Microsoft buying, Call of Duty? Nobody's really saying like what is the problem? Why is this such a big issue? Why are people all going crazy? They're going berserk. They're like, oh no, it's a monopoly. They're gonna own everything. It's gonna force people. From what I hear, it's gonna force people to choose Xbox and PC over PlayStation. That was their argument. And they're like, no, we're not taking Call of Duty off of PlayStation. Why are you trying to stop the deal? We're gonna make it better. It's gonna come with more content, more DLCs than ever now. The graphics are going to be enhanced and even better, run at a better frame rate. It's going to be on Game Pass, may even come to PlayStation Premium. So why are you trying to stop a deal that could potentially be the best deal? You know how selfish Call of Duty already is. Call of Duty is, you have to almost have a console to even play it. You barely can get it on PC. You go on Steam, you barely can even order Call of Duty games on there. it's very difficult to get it. You can't even really get Warzone. You can't even get Warzone on Game Pass. Why Warzone isn't on Game Pass and PlayStation Premium or PlayStation Plus Premium? Yeah, that's free to play. That game should already be established already on there, on the streaming services. But Call of Duty have some little anti-consumer little things they like to do too. So they're just gonna make it all better. But PlayStation really not looking at it like that, because it was like they're taking 30% market shares in that game. So if that game leaves PlayStation, they're losing 30%. Man, look, that is a big cut, a big chunk of change. And your Horizon Forbidden West is only doing like what, 6 mil. Gran Turismo probably doing about the same. There was like, 10 mil, 15 mil. That's really not enough, because that's only, they said if you sell 10 million, that's like only, I forgot how they broke down the numbers. It's like 1 out of every 12 people that owns a PlayStation. So that's really not a lot of people that's capping, saying that they're rocking with Sony, but they're not really supporting the games like that, like they say they are. If it's only what is like what they sold like 100+ million PlayStation, 50 million PlayStations 4s out there, and so now you're saying that, we support the games, but if it's 1 out of 12 people that's supporting the games for PlayStation, then I don't know what to say about that deal, because this has just been so crazy, guys. I've just been trying to break it down to why I'm still trying to figure out why they're trying to stop the deal, and it just goes everywhere. It's like I'm trying to come up with something that is justifying why do they need to stop this deal, because it's only going to make gaming better, not worse, if they're not going to take it off PlayStation. But if they do, welcome to Microsoft. that's pretty much all I can say, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I know a lot of you guys will be disappointed and hurt, but hey, they're finally getting, PlayStation is finally getting a taste of their own medicine, man. And it's been a long time coming. We've really been dealing with a lot of crap from Sony. I really can't say PlayStation, because PlayStation really want to take it in a different direction. Jim Ryan, they're trying to compete, but Sony, the execs, the CEOs, they're so old school. They think like the 90s. In the early 2000s. We're in a whole different generation, man. Come on, it's 5th generation, bro. They're stuck in that. See, some people you can't change. You can't compromise with them. And Sony, since their own PlayStation, you really can't do much about that. But they can go out and buy Bungie. So you mean to tell me you can go drop $3 to $7 billion on a company? I think it was $7 billion. But you can't create a Call of Duty competitor. And it was like, even if we do have the resources and the money, it's still going to take 5 to 7 years for a first-person shooter to compete, and for PlayStation Plus Premium to compete with Game Pass. So if Call of Duty goes on there, pretty much everybody is going to leave PlayStation, because it's the best shooter. They don't have multiplayer shooters like that unless you're playing old school games like 10 years old. So you're like, okay, those are some great games, but okay, it's time to upgrade them. Why haven't they remade Killzone for the PS5? They can rebuild that. You want to rebuild The Last of Us ground up. It's not even, you took the multiplayer off of that, so you killed that fun. It's gonna be a one and done for most people. Unless you're on PC, you're gonna get it. So that is one good plus that I love about it, because I'm a huge fan of Last of Us. Like I said before, I am a PlayStation fan. I'm not a fan of Sony, how they do things at the top. The big boss man, the one that calls the shots, the one that pulls the strings, the one that have pretty much the checkbook. Well, I guess that about wrap it up. I'm gonna continue my rant a little later. So to the next video, guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, click that notification bell, guys, if you want to stay updated with all the latest and greatest news out there. And peace.